Good morning, Stunner 2. So we're going to be reviewing before we start our daily work today. So I have two sets of numbers written up here in this corner, and they are written in word form. So that means that they're spelled out. We can write numbers in their word form, or we can write them in their standard form, which is using digits. So we're going to go ahead and take this number over here, the first one, and fill it into the correct house so that we can learn how to write it the right way. So first we start off with it saying 5,036. So I want to first focus on that, 5,000. Now it didn't say 55,500, it said 5,000. So 5 alone, that number, will be in the thousands house. And since it's one single number, it needs to go into the ones house. So that 5 will go here. And then we continue and it says and 36. So I know that if I'm writing the number 36, that will fall into the tens and the ones house in the hundreds house over here. So I will go ahead and I'll write my 36. So what about this missing hundred space that's there? Well, if I don't have a number to fill in the space, I will replace it with a 0 or fill it in with a 0. So this is how I write 5,036 in number form. Now, if you notice each house, between each house, there's a comma because the comma helps to separate the houses. So if I want to write this in standard form without using my place value mat, I will go ahead, put my little equal sign, and I will write the 5,000 that I got from there. A comma should be there. And then 036. And that's how I just wrote 5,036. Now I can also count starting from the hundreds house going left to get my comma, and that would usually be 1, 2, 3, comma. Every 3 space there needs to be a comma. So I could either put 1, 2, 3, comma, and then write my 5, or if I want, I can help my house, my place value mat here to help me to know when to put in my comma. So let's try another one together. We have 55,106. So this time we're going to be writing 55,106. So let me clear this off really quickly and let's go ahead and do that one together. Okay, so we first start off with the bigger number as we're reading it from left to right. So the first set of number we have is 55,000. And it tells me right here that it's in the thousands house. So I already know this 55 needs to go into the thousands house. Okay, and up here it shows me that this is my thousands house, my hundreds house, and my millions house. But we're working in the thousands. So it says 55,000. Now if I was writing 55, I would know that 50 would go under the tens house and 5 would go under the ones house, even though they're still under the thousands house, right? So this would be 55,000. Now it also says 106. So I'm going to move over to my hundreds house and I need to write in 106. So in my hundreds place, I'll put my 1. There's nothing here. It didn't say 126, 36. It just said 106. So I'll fill that in with a 0 and then I put my 6 here. So this is how you write 55,106 and this is how you fill it in to the house using the place value mat. Now if I want to write this number regularly in standard form without using the place value mat house, I could write it like this. I will write my 55, put my comma, and then I put 106. So every time it moves over to a next house, you need to put a comma, or you can remember every 3 numbers, you need a comma. So I will count 1, 2, 3, comma. So that's how I write 55,106. So go ahead and move on to the next slide.